हाय ऑल ऑफ यू, मैं शब्बीर फ्रॉम एडुकेमी। अब बहुत ज़्यादा दिन रहा नहीं आपका फॉर द मेंस एग्जामिनेशन. You just have about 1 month to go approximately if I take away a couple of days. And I'm sure anxiety is building up in all of you. ये वो टाइम होता है when you are stressed out, you are lot of self-doubt, anxiety बहुत होता है. And one reason is the sense of completion eludes us. प्रीलिम्स ख़त्म करने के बाद में अप्रॉक्सीमेटली 1.5 महीना हुआ है और रिजल्ट आए हुए इफेक्टिवली आपका पढ़ाई शायद 1 महीना 10 दिन का पढ़ाई हुआ होगा. सो अंडरस्टैंडेबल, यू डोंट हैव अ सेंस ऑफ कंप्लीशन, यू फील थिंग्स आर गोइंग आउट ऑफ हैंड एंड द एग्जामिनेशन इज अप्रोचिंग वेरी फास्ट. And I'm sure many of you have joined test series and you are not giving all the tests either. No worries, I think it's part of how the mind works. There's always a sense of inadequacy, a sense of incompleteness. So this video is trying to address some of those concerns. So here are my suggestions, quick suggestions. Number 1, nobody ever completes the syllabus properly. हर बच्चे का कुछ ना कुछ छूट रहा होता है. Some of them are struggling with some important core areas also. So ठीक है, I think it's perfectly normal. But I'm sure you have done some studies. If you have cleared the prelims, आपको history, culture, geography, environment, I'm sure, polity, I'm sure आपको पता होगा more or less. You also are fairly comfortable with some of the topics of economy, even if not 100% done. That is a very important base from which you can grow. So don't worry, this anxiety is very part of the process itself. Now what you must do is for the next 1 month, say starting today, 15th of August or 16th of August से, आपका approximately about 1 month का टाइम है. आप ये 5-6 काम पक्का करें. Number 1, quickly start the second and third round of revision. So what happens is most of us delay the second round of revision trying to complete the first round properly. और फर्स्ट राउंड में हम फंस जाते हैं इकोनॉमी में, हिस्ट्री कल्चर में, पॉलिटी में, ज्योग्राफी में. वी गेट स्टक. वॉट एवर यू हैव डन फाइन, यू शुड स्टार्ट अनदर राउंड इवन इफ द फर्स्ट राउंड इज नॉट ओवर. दैट्स 1. Number 2 is in the second round focus on the smaller areas with very high yields. My understanding, topics of social injustice, topics related to governance, topics related to environment, disaster management, IR and security, these are very high yield areas. इनके बहुत defined syllabus हैं और इनके questions you can easily predict also. If you sit and analyze for approximately a day also, you will know कि क्या news में है और क्या पूछा जा सकता है. And there are a lot of test papers in the market. If you see the questions, you can get ready in this 5-6 areas. I repeat, social justice and issues of social inequalities, topics related to disaster management, internal security, topics related to IR, and some of the applied aspects of economy. जैसे कि एग्रीकल्चर इंडस्ट्रीज में पूछता ही पूछता है. They ask something on GDP and income issues they will ask. They will ask topics or questions related to issues of money and banking. तो जो predicted areas हैं जिसमें कि questions sure shot आते हैं, prepare those first in the second round. Don't go back to again covering polity from scratch. So what happens when you're revising polity, tendency is शुरू से करते हैं. Again you start with origin of constitution, set features of constitution, features of federalism, citizenship acts, fundamental rights. तो वो sequence पे ना जाओ आप. Pick up the more high yield areas and revise from that. And particularly these areas जो otherwise prelims के part है नहीं. And in the high yield areas, I also recommend ethics and essays also. So this is a time when you quickly write down 4, 5, 6 essays. Write down some tests of ethics also. So I think starting August mid 15-16 से by end of August तक, one nice second round revision, keeping areas which are more important in mind, revise that. So that's my suggestion. The next suggestion is, see what happens, most of us are not used to writing at all. And we have given tests very selectively. जब examination आता है, you understand, no? The first day essays, language, second day GS1, GS2, third day GS3, GS4, then one more day you have got optional 1 and 2. it is a very tiring process, बहुत fatigue हो जाता है. By the time students give paper 3, paper 4, they are very, very exhausted. By the time people give the second paper on the same day, they're exhausted. So apart from knowing content and answer writing, build up your stamina of writing also. So my recommendation, starting from August 20th, say, okay, try to give at least 3 papers in a single day, 5-6 times. 3 papers. एग्जाम में GS1, GS2 पूछता है, पर आप GS1 का एक पेपर दो, GS2 का एक पेपर दो, and if possible GS3 का पेपर भी दे दो. Or maybe give 2 GS1 का tests, give 1 GS2 का test. So 3 paper means 2 hours करके, 2.5 करके, what will happen is you will start getting confidence in writing and you build up your stamina also. So अगर आपने 2 घंटा, 3 घंटा पेपर दे दिया, imagine writing for 8 to 10 hours in one day in exam stress conditions. So when others are becoming tired, you would be still having stamina. So ये जो cycle है, at least 2 बार कर लो cycle, which means GS1, GS2 and 1/3 paper, GS3, GS4 and a 3rd paper, then again GS1, GS2 and a 3rd paper, and the 4th time GS1, GS2 and a 3rd paper. वैसे ही you try to give at least 2 or 3 double tests on essays. बैठ के एक दिन में 3 टॉपिक का ऐसे का लिख डालो, बैठ के एक बार में 4 टॉपिक का लिख डालो. Let your stamina build up in terms of your writing. That's one. Now one more suggestion to all of you is try to make quick jottings of facts, data, case studies, particularly for high yield areas. जैसे कि if I'm in your place, in geography, the high yield areas and much anticipated topics are earthquakes, earthquake management, tropical cyclones, some notes and jottings related to climate change, some data and facts related to marine heat waves, some data case studies related to precipitation changes, some data facts about monsoon. This is a work of only one day. Make quick jottings, some names of important rail routes, important road routes, some data on employment aspects, some data on new program launches. So ऐसे 2 पेज में jottings कर लो. Geography के jottings on economy, jottings on important case study examples for ethics, jottings on environmental programs with data, which you can revise very fast and write in the examination. So I repeat, number 1, start your 2nd and 3rd round of revision, even if the first round is not over. Number 2, focus more on, now in the 2nd round, on the high yield areas but short syllabus topics, where the questions are more predictable, where the questions are more anticipated. 3rd, try to give at least 2 complete cycles with 3 tests in one day, ताकि your writing practice becomes better. These are some cues, some tips I'm giving you after having talked to some toppers already. The toppers, how do they work? Toppers, how do they practice? The toppers, how do they revise? उनका बहुत अलग method है compared to what most of us think is revision. So give 2-3 rounds of writing so that your stamina in writing builds up. And the 4th thing I said is make quick jottings, case study examples, data वाले summarize करो. You can have a lot of data on poverty, and if you have the data already with you, write those down again as condensed notes. Write those again as short summaries, which you can refer and write in the examinations as part of your answers. That's my suggestion. Don't panic. Anxiety is very normal. Anxiety is what the norms is. Everybody goes through this. Every day I hear people coming and talk and tell me about the problem they're facing. So you are also one of them. Don't get disheartened. You're also invited to be part of Edukemy's practice sessions and full-length test PRAYAS. On 6th of September, we have essays test. On 7th of September, we have GS1 and GS2. And on 8th of September, we have GS3 and GS4. इसके अलावा we have a range of sectional tests also, along with practice tests, you can always come and talk to us if you need some support there. So start off your second iteration, focus on low effort, high yield areas. Try to give more number of tests, if possible 3 tests in one day for at least 2 cycles. And fourth is, try making jottings of current affairs, data, facts, case studies, which you can use in your answers and examinations. All the best. Don't panic. You are in the race. I'm sure it will help you out. Thank you so much.